Hello, 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 welcome back. I hope that you're all having a super amazing day, super amazing night, evening, morning, afternoon, whatever it is, wherever you may be. You guys already know where I'm at, so I'm not even gonna repeat it. But as I said you guys can barely see me. I don't have a good angle in this car. Like, I don't have a good placement for my phone, and that's really annoying. But I even had to take off my case because I have an OtterBox. Oh my god, there's people everywhere. I picked the wrong place to park, guys. But it is what it is, because I'm in the, what would you call it, the shopping mall, I guess. But I have to stop at Plato's because, like I said in my last video that I filmed literally yesterday, I have these bags of clothes that I have to drop off, so I'm here to do that. But while I was out here, I decided to post another video because I can. I don't know. But I didn't wake up until 1. So I had to like shower and eat and wait for my mom because I took her out to get our pedicures for her late birthday, and we did that, and then we went to the store, and then I got home and I changed because I was wearing a dress and I felt very uncomfortable. I'm not used to wearing dresses, so I was just kind of like, I need to change before I go back out. Plus it's not warm enough for a dress. It's still kind of windy and I just wasn't feeling it, so I'm like, just get comfortable. So I changed. But I have no coffee this time because I drank it when I got up, and if I drink any more, I'm not gonna sleep when I need to sleep. So I was just like, I have water, which is good, I guess. But anyways, so in yesterday's video, I told you guys that I was gonna do a story time on the first time that I ever smoked my, yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and chit chat about that and just what not to do when you're smoking for the first time, especially if you're paranoid and anxious and living with your parents. You know, it's hot in here, man. But I'm like, I feel weird because my windows are tinted, so I feel weird rolling them down and then having people like pass me because they can hear me talk. I don't care if they see me like talking away, because for all they know, I'm like chit-chatting it up with somebody. But the fact that they can hear me talking, I don't know, just my anxiety. I'm just like, oh my god, like. But anyways, so I'm gonna try my best not to ramble on too much like I did yesterday, and make this video a little shorter. There's people everywhere, but I did that to myself. I like spoke all loud, and then there's this guy just like passing me, and I'm just like, wait, don't talk so loud. But anyway, so I'm gonna try my best not to like ramble on so much and make this video a little shorter. just because I feel like, I mean, you guys might like the longer videos. Let me know if you do, but I'm gonna try not to in this one. But anyways, so the first time I got high, son, I was, how old was I? 19. So this was 2014. I remember I was working at my very first job, which was at Blackjack. For anyone who I know personally that's still in Greeley, you all know the Blackjack on 10th Street. That is the one that I worked at. That was my very first job ever. I was 19. Actually, no, I wasn't 19. I started when I was 18 because I started right out of graduation. I started in, I just turned 19. But yeah, God, my past is very like foggy. So I started November. I started like right before or right after I turned 19. And so that was 2014. And I had been there for almost a year, I want to say. Yeah, almost a year. And honestly, quite frankly, I don't remember what the season was. I don't remember what the date was. I don't remember even what fucking month it was that any of this happened. I think it was during the cold times. I legit can't remember, dude. Maybe if I like think really hard, but I don't want to think really hard right now, so I'm just like, I don't know. But I befriended a guy. His name was Eric. Now, me personally, it's a bit tragic, but I don't mind saying his name. I'm not gonna say his last name just because whatever, but I don't mind like saying his first name or anything just because he's deceased for like the last, since 2014 actually. He died the same year, or no, he died a year after I left. After I left Blackjack? I don't know, I just remember I was in cosmetology school, and that was 2014, and I remember I befriended this chick. Her name was B, and I wasn't friends with her or anything. We just went to school together, but how did she find out that I knew this guy? I don't know. But at this point, that's irrelevant. That's not even what this story is about. But anyway, she told me the news that he committed suicide. So I'm not gonna get into what happened with that. I believe he was, I say I'm not going to, and here I am starting to talk about it. So what are you looking at? I love when little kids just like stare at my car. I keep like freaking out thinking that they're just like staring at me, but no, he was legit checking my car. I'm like, I know, baby, I know. But anyways, I'm just gonna talk about it because whatever. But I guess there's no proof of why he did what he did. It's just what I heard from this girl B. But he was screwing around with a girl, And I guess this girl was not of age, and obviously she lied and he was screwing around with her. And somehow I think her dad and brother or some family members found out, and well, they were out to get him. They like wanted to kill him or something. I don't even remember what she says or what she said, but I guess he chose to end his life before they ended it for him. And I guess it was his grandma that survived him. That's the word, right? That's the term that they use when they find the deceased person, is he was survived by so-and-so. Let me know if I'm right on that. But I guess he was survived by her and he hung himself. So that was very traumatizing. That was a weird moment in time. I was so heartbroken. I was so sad, especially considering like the shit that I was going through. And then I was like, wow, like wow, really? But hey, that was his own choice. I'm obviously over it, but I mean, even the thought of it, it's kind of sad. It's like, really? Like, why don't you just like run away or something? But why? It is what it is. I can't control it. It was many, many years ago. So it just is what it is. But anyways, so this guy, Eric, I befriended him, and we sort of kind of had it for each other, as in, obviously, I mean, like, we were flirting and we sort of had a thing going on. And I'm not gonna lie, it was complicated, man. Oh my God. I think back on those days and I'm just like, what the hell? But I was very on and off with my high school ex. That situation is for another day. It was very, very toxic. And why did I stay? Again, a story for another day. But anyway, so I was very on and off with my ex. So during the time that we were pretty much just off, anytime me and my ex got back together, I like cut him off cold turkey. And then the moment we broke up, well, you know. But anyways, so I remember what was it? It was on a Sunday, I'm pretty sure, because I remember I was scheduled for like a 10-hour shift. And it was because that was when like the Super Bowl was going on. And I'm pretty sure that day we got off. Obviously, I didn't work 10 hours. But we both got off at the same time. I don't remember what time it was, like 6 or 7. I can kind of briefly remember the time just because I like looked at the clock when I left, but it was semi early still. And I was there since like 2, I want to say. But anyways, so we decided to hang out, and he had offered to go to Live Well, which is a dispensary here in Greeley. It's specifically in Garden City. But he was like, oh, like, let's go get high. And I already knew about marijuana. My ex did it like no other. He did it like I did. He was a chain smoker, but I've never done it. So I was just like, but I really liked the guy. He treated me really well. He was really nice, and I was just like, okay, sure, I'll go with you. But I wasn't really, I didn't want to do it, but I was just like, I've never done it, might as well try it, like whatever, you only live once. So we got off of work and we went to, really bro, you guys hear the motorcycle? Of course you do. But we went to Livewell, and I stayed in the car because obviously I wasn't 21 yet. And he comes back out with this big old brownie that was like yay big, and this fat fucking joint. It was a big joint. And I think that's all he bought. I don't remember. I just remember those are the two those are the two things, man, that I looking back at those times, remembering those times, I don't regret trying it, but I just regret how much of it I did. Like, damn. That was, if I knew what I know now, I'd have been like, I'll take, no. So he told me to eat the brownie. I ate the whole thing. How many milligrams was it? I don't know. But it was also my first time smoking. So, I mean, even a freaking bite of it, I would have been like, whoa. But I ate the whole brownie. I had nothing to drink. So I can just kind of remember little things of that night, but I was just like eating it. I was like dang, like this is I need water, but I didn't have any water to drink, which really, that was terrible. That was terrible, let me just tell you that. And then I finished it within like 15-ish minutes, and then we parked in the, it wasn't the middle of nowhere, but like in front of you, it was nothing. It was just grass. Actually, it wasn't even grass. It was just dirt. It was just dirt all in front of me. And this definitely wasn't during cold times, because I remember I didn't have a jacket or anything. I was in my short sleeve work clothes, work shirt. But behind us was a neighborhood. I don't remember where we were. But he told me to take a puff out of the joint. I can't even remember if I was already feeling the brownie or not, because normally that kicks in within like half an hour to an hour depending. I can't remember if I was already feeling it or not. I'm pretty sure I was. There's no way I wasn't. But he was like, take a puff. So I took a puff, and instead of taking like a puff, inhaling it, and then, you know, exhaling it, he was just like, keep going, and I just I just kept going, and I puffed that thing a lot, more than enough. Once was more than enough, and I kept at it, because I just did it until he was like, stop. So obviously that was an immediate high. And to tell you the way that I felt, I couldn't tell you. I was just like, oh my God, like, I'm high. I'm really high. But me and my ex were on and off, like I said before. And like during this time we were off, but still to think that I was hanging out with this guy getting high, which is something that my ex was into, and I was doing it without him. And then plus, like, I lived with my parents at the time, and I had to drive back home. And I'm already this young, naive, ignorant person. I'm just super anxious and paranoid and like, oh my God. It just wasn't a good situation. Honey boo boo child. It wasn't a good situation, okay? My eyelash. Oh my God. But it wasn't a good situation. That is all I know. But the way that I just remember those little facts. You know, I was smoking without my ex, and I was with a guy, and even though we were broken up, it's still just one of those things. Cause like I was so against it, and all of a sudden, like I was doing it with some dude, and it's just like I felt some type of guilt. And especially like being paranoid about going back home and then having to drive while intoxicated. I was like, like I don't remember exactly how I felt, but I know that I was freaking out. And I remember I got out of the car and I was not in a good spot, yo. Like I don't know. I don't know, but I was just I just know I was feeling a certain type of way. If I felt that certain type of way, even when I'm alone and smoking, even like recently, like a few months ago when I told you guys I've been doing it, like imagine the first time, years ago. To be out of control, to not like have control of my mind and what I think about and just all these racing thoughts, it's just not good. And then to be tired too and just never smoke it, be around somebody by myself, not around like a group of people or anybody that I felt like super, super comfortable with. Like I felt comfortable around Eric, but at the same time, I don't know, it's just a weird situation. But I was out of the car and I was getting very depressive thoughts. When I really think about it, I was getting, even just saying it out loud is like, wow. I was getting very suicidal thoughts. Let's just put it that way. I was just very depressed. So smoking just like made it worse. And I was just having really bad thoughts. And I mean, obviously I didn't act on it at that point, but I was being very, oh my God, I can't even like gather my thoughts right. I had suicidal thoughts, and that is that. I remember that. I was thinking very suicidal, very depressive, very toxic. I was saying how I just wanted, not saying, but thinking how I just like wanted to end my life and this, that, and the other. And I don't know. I couldn't tell you exactly what I was thinking, but that is one thing that I do remember, is being very depressed and thinking about that. Like, the woman I am now, I think back on that and I'm just like, who the hell were you? What was going on in life that this is the way that you were thinking? I don't even know. That girl is long gone, honey. That girl is long gone since 2014. Like, she's bye-bye. But, I mean, it was me at that point. It was me. But I remember I had to go back home. And I had my iPod. Yeah, I had my iPod. It was the iPod Touch. And sorry, there's people everywhere. I get really weird when like people pass by. But what was I saying? Oh yeah. I had the iPod Touch. And I remember I had received a message from my ex. I don't know what it said, but I got very paranoid, very anxious, very just, oh God, like I screwed up even though I didn't even do nothing wrong. I mean, in my brain I did, but like truly I didn't do anything wrong. But I was just like, oh my God, what did he say? Like, I don't know what the hell was wrong with me. But I just, girl, I don't know. I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God, he just texted. What did he say? And I like read a little snippet, but I didn't have Wi-Fi. So I was just freaking out. And I remember I had this like little black phone that I bought from Walmart so that I could text him. Because when I say he was toxic, I mean he was toxic. He was crazy. Like, my parents at the time did anything and everything that they could to keep us apart, because that's just how bad he was. They didn't want me with him. And just like he took my innocence away. And I don't mean in like virginity type of way. I mean, yes, but like, I mean in a sense where like I just changed. Even like my attitude with my parents, I think I was just like being very rebellious, and I didn't like that my parents were like trying to keep us apart, and they were just pissing me off. So my whole attitude, my whole who I was changing. I was just becoming something else. And it was due to that relationship. Like, let's just be real. It was due to that relationship. But I remember I got home. I obviously didn't smell like weed or anything. My mother never found out, shockingly. Not even that shockingly. I like got home and she was already asleep. It was very, very late. But I remember she found, I don't like this angle, y'all. I don't like how this thing's in the way, like you can't see me properly. But I don't have any other place to put you guys. So I'm just kind of sucking it up. But she had found, same fucking thing. She had heard me on the phone with him when I had my black phone, and she took it away from me. And I don't know why. She's weird. But like, here and there, she would let me borrow that phone so I could talk to him. I think at this point, she just realized that this little brat she ain't gonna, I just gotta let her do her thing. That's what they should have done from the beginning. Let me do my thing. Let me grow up. Let me learn my lesson. Like, if you just try and keep me away from him, you're gonna make me do crazy shit. And that's crazy shit. Crazy shit is what I did. Okay, crazy shit is what I did. But I am honestly utterly shocked that my mom let me have the phone, especially when she's like super asleep and I like wake her up in the middle of the night. Like, a normal mom, you would think that she would have been like, no, well, I was about to like say everything in Spanish because that's how we communicate. But you would have thought that she would have been like, no, you're crazy, like, go to bed, I'm not giving you the phone right now, like, you don't need it, you don't need to call, blah. You would think that she would have done that, but she just got frustrated. She's like, oh my God, blah, 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 blah. And she gave me the phone. I was shocked. Honestly, I was like, dang. I was honestly not expecting her to. Personally, like, I am surprised that I had the guts to ask her for it. But I also think that I was high. I just don't think I was just freaking out so much over him that I needed the phone. I needed to call him. So I was just like, Mom, like, can I have the phone so I can call him? She's like, oh my God, like, really? And she gave it to me. I was like, oh, okay, thank you. So I took it and I went into my closet. Why did I go in my closet? I don't know. I think I was just very paranoid that she would get up and like come be like, why did you need the phone? I don't know. But I went into the closet and I called him. And he was like, hey, and obviously like everything, obviously we were good after that. But I don't remember what the conversation was about besides like being on good terms. I wasn't in trouble with him. I wasn't anything. I think he was just saying like, oh, like, I missed you and I wanted to talk to you and blah blah blah. And I was just like, good. I was like, oh, like, I'm not like in trouble or anything. Like, okay, like, good, I'm glad to hear that. We talked for a while and that was that. And then I went to bed. That was literally it, dude. Went to bed, sobered up. I don't think I got high. Actually, that's a lie. I did get high again. But I didn't. We were back together. We were together and I was smoking with one of Eric's mutual friends, but Eric wasn't around. Obviously, he was still alive at this point, but I think he wasn't working or something. I don't know. But I was hanging out with this guy and this other guy, two guys, and we were getting high. But no, I was not fucking around. I was not none of these things, okay? I didn't, believe it or not, I did not roll like that. I'm just too shy to do that. Like, I mean, I'll like talk to guys and I'm like a really nice person and like I'll like chat it up and stuff, but I'm not like flirty. I don't like go up to you and I'm just like, ooh, like, you're super cute, like, give me your number. Or, oh, are you single? Or like, what's up? Or anything like that. I'm shy. If you don't make the move, if you don't come up to me and like start talking to me, I will most likely not do that to you. I will not come up to you. If I somehow built the comfort, then yeah, I'll like come up to me like, hey, what's up? But besides that, unless you like talk to me, I ain't talking to you. just, it's not happening. But I didn't feel right. I didn't, smoking it up with these guys, like we had just started, so it's not like I was there for a while and then called them up. But like, I was just like, you know what, my boyfriend likes to smoke, so I'm gonna call him up because I don't want him to like, because he was a little bit of a stalker. I wouldn't even see him. He would just come up and like wait for me and stuff. And like sometimes he would like drive around my work. Thinking back, that's so unattractive. That's creepy. But there was actually once I was at work, and I remember not my hiring boss, but one of the managers there told me, he was like, your ex is out there waiting for you. If you don't tell him to get out of here, I'm gonna call the cops. And I was like, oh shit, like what? And I went out there, and yeah, he was smoking a cigarette waiting on me, and I was just like, what are you doing? But anyways, so I just remember I was smoking it up with these guys. I'm like, ooh, like my boyfriend lives like literally he's like a 30-second drive. He lived like in the neighborhood by the post office. So I don't remember if I texted or called him. I was like, hey babe, like we're smoking, like come over here and blah blah blah. He obviously went over there and stuff, and we smoked and whatnot. And then the other two guys, they left, and I mean, I understood, but at the same time I was like, whoa, like chill. Like he got mad. He was like, don't you ever smoke with these guys without me. And I was like, I wasn't without you. Like, they invited me to smoke. We went into my car, started smoking. I thought of you, and I called you up. Not even like 2 minutes went by that I was with these guys, and I called you up. So like, chill your wagon. Like, don't even try and fight me or argue or anything like that. Like, chill. But he was mad. And looking back, I can understand. I mean, even in that time, like I could understand. I was like, oh, like I'm sorry, like I didn't mean to. But at the same time, I was like, I'm sorry, but like,
I'm coming, but wait for me.
I'm coming, wait for me. She literally looked back. She like looked over at me. I don't know why. That was situations like that are very awkward. Oh my god. When I say I chose the wrong place to park, I chose the wrong place to park. But I had things to do, so I just parked here, because at the same time I'm just like, just film, like whatever. But yeah, so I was like, you need to chill. Like, although I understand, I'm also just very like, I didn't do anything with these guys. I called you and I was like, hey, like I'm smoking, like come over here. And that was the first time me and him like got high together. And it was just like, dude, I don't know. But that my friends, is the first time and the second time that I ever got high. Besides that time, I don't think I got high again. Not that I can remember. I don't think I got high again after that. But I do know that right before I turned 21 and met that one chick that I was telling you about, that's when I really started. And then I moved in with my ex-best friend, and we were like dabbing, doing edibles. The harder drugs. Like, it was insane, wild moments. Like, girl, I'm glad I grew out of that, if I'm gonna be honest. I'm glad that I don't smoke anymore. Not saying it's bad. It's not. I see the benefits. It's not like it's chemically made like other hard drugs. It's a plant. It grows from Mother Earth. I see the benefits. It's legal everywhere, but it's just not for me anymore. It's really not. Too much paranoia. It gives me the munchies in very inconvenient times. When I get the munchies, it's like I look for junk food because it's faster, and I'm very couch potato-y like, as you guys know that smoke. When you smoke, you're very like couch potato-y like, and obviously like that's how I was. So it's like when I would get high, I didn't even want to cook nothing. So I would just look for junk food. I would eat bowls of cereal. I would snack on chips. I would snack on candy. Just junk, things that aren't good for me. And I was just getting high just wasn't good because it just made you eat junk. So I'm just glad. And it made me very because it made me couch potato-y like, it also made me very unproductive, and I didn't want to do anything. I was also like already depressed in those days, so even more so of a reason that I didn't want to do anything. I was just, I don't know, man. I was just really bad about it. But all I know is those were some pretty intense days. And those aren't even my craziest. Those aren't even my craziest of days in 2014. I mean, I had some pretty life-changing, traumatizing things go on, which one day I'm sure I'll speak on it. But like, as far as the drugs go, that was like the beginning of like some shit. Like 100%. But that's it. Like that's all that happened. Those were the times that I smoked. If you want to hear story times on like my hard drug days and what to do, what not to do, let me know and I will. Maybe I'll just say heck with it and do it anyways. But that's pretty much it. Anyways, I'm getting really awkward and like I'm starting to not know what to talk about because that's what the story time was about, and like we're done with the story time, so now I'm just like, now what do I talk about? Absolutely nothing. Everything else has its own story. its own day, you know? And today, I don't know, I had motivation to like film. So I was like, why wait a few days or a week to like put out another video? Like, let's just film it now, do the story time, and get it out there. Like, we have to be consistent. Like, I just have to be consistent. So I was like, heck with it. Like, we're not doing anything right now. Like, let's whip it out. That's what she said. Let's whip it out and film. So yeah, get it out of the way, I guess. Get it out of the way. But anyways, you guys, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that this taught you what not to do, especially if you're sort of kind of with a guy, like dating, like in a relationship with a guy. And I don't know. Let me know in the comments below, like, when the first time you got high was, what you did, how your experience was. Did you fall in love with it and get high after, like high a lot after that? Or were you just like, no, this ain't for me, and you never smoked again? Who you smoked with, where you were at, when it was? Like, let me know. I want to hear. I mean, I'm telling you my story. Tell me yours. Like, come on. But anyways, I'm gonna head into the store because I have some things I gotta get done before they close, which they're not even gonna close for a while, probably not till like 9. But either way, like, I gotta get my stuff done because I want to go back home and eat. I told you guys yesterday that I was drinking coffee and I hadn't even eaten all freaking day. Well, I ate today once all day. But now I'm hungry again and I want to eat more. I need to figure out this whole like eating thing, because I can go like all day without eating, but when I'm working, it's like I'm always hungry, I'm always eating. But then again, I'm like working hard and like burning all that energy, all those calories, and I'm like getting hungry. So it's like, you can do such a good job at eating when you're at work, but you can't when the weekend comes. So I'm just like, girl, and it screws around with my weight because I'm just like very on and off with it. And I'm just like really? Like, I started gaining a lot of weight, or to the point where I was just like, I need some bigger jeans. I buy bigger jeans and I lose the weight and it doesn't even fit me. So it's like, what are we doing? Like, are you gonna eat and be consistent and keep your weight? Because I need the weight. It's not like I want to lose weight. I need to gain weight, gain muscle, tone up. But I don't know what's wrong with me. I don't know, guys. But also, remember how I told you about the whole nose thing? Well, Friday, I got a call from them. I didn't know who it was. I didn't have their number saved or anything. But they called me on Friday, but I was at work, so I couldn't call them back. So I was like, well, at this point, I need to call them on like Monday. Well, today's Monday and I didn't call them. I thought about it, but I was like getting ready and I was very anxious. I don't know why I didn't call them, because I also could have called the orthodontics. Just like, girl, you want to get this, you want to like boost your confidence and like boost your health and like get your nose done. You want to get your teeth done, and Monday rolls around and you don't call anybody. So like, that's all on me. That's all that's all done on me. It's nobody's fault but my own. But tomorrow, 100%, 110%, I'm going to call the orthodontics, schedule a consultation, and call up the nose place and get stuff rolling, because the longer I wait, it's just never gonna happen, and we're not about that. So anyways, I'm gonna go. Oh my god. I'm gonna go, but I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. I hope that you could relate. I want you guys to comment down below and tell me guys your stories, and I hope that maybe this taught you something, or maybe you're just like, oh well, I'm not gonna do it how she did it, I'm gonna do it like this, or whatever. But anyways, I don't know when I'm gonna post again, but I will see you guys when I post again. If you don't follow me on my social media, make sure you do, because I'm the most active on that, and I post more on there than I do on than I will on here, because this takes up time, like almost an hour. Like, this takes up time, but I'm going to be like posting on a daily, like regular basis on Instagram. So if you guys want to know my life when I'm not on here, and you want to know like what I'm up to on a daily basis, and follow me on my social media. And right now the only social media I have is Instagram, and that's under Shannon _Diane. My first and middle name, that's it. So go ahead and follow me. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe for more. Hit the notification bell, that way anytime I post, you know right away. And yeah, I love you guys. Thank you for sticking it out with me. If you did, leave a heart down below letting me know that you love this video, because obviously if you stuck by it the whole time, then obviously you love the video. So anyways, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.